What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shrek, and we're back with another video, guys. We're back with another diesel repair video, diesel diaries, I believe I called them. We are going to work on a Cascadia today. I think they're like 2018, 2017 and up. The Cascadias that we're working on, this style. We're actually working with air problems, some airbag issues. I'm gonna show you guys how I go about replacing them. Two ways that are make it easier for me to replace them. And I will also be showing you guys possible causes for your airbag not to be getting air. So first and foremost, shout out to Aftermarket US for sending us out these Torque Parts airbags. They are Torque TR. I'll put the number on the video right here. I will leave a link for their website down in the description, as well as a discount code that they're giving us. Shout out to LC for making this happen. All right, so I am very familiar with these airbags. We tend to use them a lot here at the shop, on the field with repairs. They are more economical than the more OEM brands, but these last just as long at a fraction of the price. So here are the airbags. Not much to them. As I said, it is the TR9781. These fit, I believe that I know, 2017 and up Cascadias, and I will be showing you guys exactly how I install them. We haven't been able to make this video because I haven't had a truck that needs airbags, unfortunately. But I did promise Elsie I would be making a video soon. So here it is. It took a while, but we are here now. I will show you guys a few tips and tricks on how I install them on these Cascadias. I might not install them because these airbags ain't bad yet, and I would hate to waste airbags, so I'll keep them in stock. But I will show you guys how I go ahead and take them off, and the possible failures to your airbags on why it might not be building air, other than having a hole in them, having leaks, little punctures. That way, there's other ways that the air system cannot or may not send air to your airbags, so, or supply air with them. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for starters, guys, how do you figure out what airbag is the one that's bad? You guys already know we usually use our mixture of soap and water and air. You need to make sure the system has air. Sometimes it's audible. It's an audible air leak. And I do apologize. I have other trucks on right now. If you guys can't hear me that good, I'll do a voiceover. But sometimes you could audibly hear the leak. For the most part, you can't. So what we do, mixture of soap and water, make sure it's bubbly, and we spray the airbag. Like I've said, these airbags are not leaking. You can tell they still have air. Few of our trucks, they don't have leaks, but for the purpose of this video, I will show you guys what we do. We start off with the soap and water mixture, and we spray all 4 airbags. Make sure to see what airbag is the one that's leaking, and then we move accordingly. Sometimes the trucks don't have air in them, and for some reason you can't put air in it. Maybe it has a hole and it won't build up air. I'll go ahead and use a jack, and I'll show you guys what kind of jack I use. Just a jack between the bottom mount of the airbag to the frame, squeeze it in between, or I'll try to squeeze it. I'll find a truck that doesn't have air, and I'll show you guys how I go ahead and squeeze it. The other method is I do have a little, let me show you guys. All right, so when I don't use the jack, for the most part, I usually use this. I made this myself to put air into the air dryers, but it has served them multiple purposes, including capping off one of the lines. So I do have different little fittings, quick release fittings that I use. 3/8, which is usually the line feeding air into the airbag, and I switch out the fitting, put my 3/8 on there, plug the air line onto my fitting. I'll go ahead and show you guys right now, and we go ahead and let it build air, and it will leave this airbag without air, but still air in the system. That's the easiest way. That way we're not jacking it up or anything. But if you don't have this, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I do it with the jack, and I'll show you both ways. All right, so the jack, as you can see, we do squeeze the small 4-ton jack. Got it at Harbor Freight. I use it for cab airbags. I use it for my airbags on here when I don't have access to air, or the driver doesn't leave the key for the truck and I have to change it. For the nuts on top and bottom, they're 19ths. Go ahead and take them off. I'll go ahead and show you guys how, once you put your, and please do this at your own risk, guys. There's a risk to this. You could place it wrong and it will fall on you. So please do it at your own risk. This isn't the safest way, but when you're in a pinch, you try alternative methods to get the job done. So let me fast forward through this and show you guys. Once we take off the top bolt, you can take off the bottom bolt, and the airbag will collapse enough for you to squeeze it out. All right, so here it is. Nut is off, and like I said, you just push it down, collapse it, and you're able to squeeze it out. That's one of the methods. I'll go ahead and show you guys the other one that I usually use, the safer method, with air and the truck on. Give me 1 second. Let me put this back together and I'll show you guys. Now for the method I usually do use, we did go ahead and change out the fitting. I had it set up for an air dryer. Real simple. Change out the fitting, disconnect your line, your air line off of your airbag, put it onto your little valve, make sure it is closed, and I'll go ahead and start the truck so you guys can see how it builds up air, except for this airbag. All right, so here we are. We have air in our system now, except for this one. It is up because it's still bolted up. I'll go ahead and unbolt it so you guys can see how with air in the system, we are able to manipulate it so it makes it easier. You'll do the same for that side. The middle ones do use a T, which you could just get a fitting for it. Or another way that I don't like doing, but I've seen done, is they'll go ahead and pinch the line. You can also get this fitting, a quick release fitting with a cover on the end or a plug on the end. I don't do it that way just because I have this one easier for me, or easier and more accessible to me, instead of carrying extra stuff or engineering little extra stuff to use it. I use this valve, like I said, for multiple things, and this is one of the things that I use it for, and it's came in handy. So you guys could take a picture, screenshot it, and make your own, just a bunch of fittings with the valve. You could simplify it. This is the way I did it. So we have our nut off for the airbag. Once again, you just collapse it and it'll pop off. You do have another nut on the bottom that is also a 19. Pop off, and these airbags come with dimples on them, and your mount has two little nipples on it that have to line up with the airbag. That way it's not shifting. So this is where this valve comes in handy for me. I can go ahead and start releasing air, so I can line it up over here. As you can see, it is going down. Then you just let the air out and it goes completely out, or down, sorry. Then you go ahead and put your washer and your nut back on, close your valve, and you're back in business. Tighten it up and make sure those dimples and the nipples are matched up. And just like that, guys, you have changed an airbag. Of course, you remove it from the valve and you go ahead and put it back on the airbag. Line back on the airbag. Now, what do you do if your airbag isn't getting any air to the actual airbag? So what do you do if there's no air coming in through this line? Simple, guys, real simple. Follow your line. Just follow the line to where it ends, and they usually go to your leveling valve. They'll circle around and go to your leveling valve. Check to make sure your leveling valve is getting air and it's not stuck. This little foot right here, or this piece right here, let me turn off the truck. So here we go, different angle, same thing. So look, that's what I'm talking about. There's a little T or a Y on this one where the back airbag meets the middle airbag or front airbag. It Y's out, and from that Y, it goes all around, and it ties into our, where am I at? Sorry guys, all these angles. Into our leveling valve. So make sure your leveling valve is getting air. And by that, it has a feed onto it on the top. Let's see if you guys can see it. The leveling valve has two lines going out, which supply air into the airbags. And then it has two coming in. One's for your dump and one's for your feed. Make sure your feed is getting air right away. Make sure your feed is getting air. Remove this line. Make sure there's air going into it. Also make sure the valve isn't dropped and stuck. If this is stuck, it won't supply any air. This leveling valve tells it how much air it has to put into it. Once it's at an angle, it won't supply air in it. Or once it's at a right angle, it won't supply air because it's in relation to your frame. That's how it measures air. Take my word for it. So say it's stuck, you won't be getting air. If it's not stuck and you're checking your line, your feed line, and it doesn't have air, again, follow that line all the way. It should go all the way to your tanks. Make sure it's not disconnected from your tank. It isn't this one per se, but it's up front. Make sure the line isn't disconnected. Make sure it doesn't have a hole in it. Make sure the valve, they usually have one-way valves or fittings. Make sure it's working properly. So once all that is fixed, there has to be air supplied to your airbags. There's no other way for it to get air. That's the main system for your airbags. Like I said, this video was to show you guys how to change an airbag, how to diagnose or troubleshoot an air problem with your airbag, or how I go about checking air systems on your airbag or your airbag system. So go ahead and follow those steps. You'll be able to fix any airbag issue, show you how to replace them, how I replace them, the easiest way I replace them. And again, thank you to Elsie for being our contact over at Aftermarket US and for sending us out the Torque airbag. Again, aftermarketus.com. I'll leave the link on the video in the description. I'll pin the first comment. They don't just have airbags for Cascadias, they have all kinds of airbag, air spring systems for pickup trucks, Super Duties, Dodges, I believe Chevys. So go ahead and check them out. I will leave a link, like I said, pin on the first comment. It'll be in the description with the discount link as well. Shout out to Torque, great product. Then that's gonna be it, guys. So that'll be it for this video. Hopefully it helps some of you guys out there. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. On our road to 3,000. We're almost there. We're hoping to hit it by the end of the year. With that being said, guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I already said that, but I'll say it again, repeat it. If you're at home, enjoy time with your family. If you're on the road, be safe. Happy holidays, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks. Peace.